evening, and today we are going to be making a traditional steamed pudding. And we're going to go through the ingredients first, and we have some flour, some sugar, some butter and some eggs and some vanilla extract. If you can't get vanilla extract, you can use a vanilla pod. So what's the first thing we're going to do today, Peter?
Right, this is a very simple English dessert. It's a steamed sponge pudding, very traditional, and basically it's 6 ounces of butter, 6 ounces of sugar, and 6 ounces of flour, and 3 eggs, and a splash of vanilla essence, and that's all it is. We're using self-raising flour to give you the raising agent. So basically it's a very simple dish. We add in our butter, which is already cubed up.
What butter is that? Is that salted or unsalted?
This is unsalted butter.
Okay.
So that's going in. Put your mixer, put in your sugar. Voila.
You're going to blend that together?
And I think our cameraman has, was on health and safety earlier, turned all the power off on my mixer, so I'll go and turn that on, shall I?
You can tell this is live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. These things, technical things happen, and I think we're off. And the mixer and chef is going to run round.
And we're back.
We're back.
The mixer should now work.
The mixer is now
There we go, it's now doing its thing. So we're going to cream this. Basically, it's the same sort of cake type, sponge type product. You start off with a cream, which is basically you cream the fat and the sugar together. That's your base. Then you put your eggs in, fold it in one at a time, gradually, so you try not to curdle it. And then, last but not least, we'll fold the flour into it, mix it through gently, and then we'll put it into a mould, and we're good to go. So simple, you can even do this at home.
And next time I'm going to have... We are doing it. I mean, it's something that everyone can do during lockdown to make a tasty pudding for after their dinner.
Yeah.
And it's good for children as well.
Exactly.
And it's very tasty too, with custard or cream or ice cream even.
Great with ice cream, great with cream, and I think even David likes it with clotty cream
David
occasionally.
likes it with butter cream.
Oh yes, and custard
And custard.
together.
Together. Oh, and that smells good. Icky. Never mind. I'm sure that's lovely.
Yeah. I mean, this is the basic base. You can make a treacle sponge pudding. It can even be a sticky toffee pudding. The base is predominantly the same. You just change out the different flavourings to go into it. They are slightly different, but on the whole, it's always the same method.
Excuse the noise, it's very noisy, but this is what we have to do to mix up all your ingredients.
Are you crumbing it?
Am I crumbing it? No, there's no crumbs in this, David. It's just creaming. It's just creaming.
Is that a technical
Creaming
term?
together is a technical term where we get the butter to bind with the sugar. And we're doing a lot of creaming today. As chefs are always impatient, we tend to move the bowl without
He
damaging.
doesn't like the cameraman, chef.
No.
The cameraman might get
I'm moving away.
he might have just putting on himself. That'll be a disaster. Steffi's got to get his wooden
So I'm
spoon.
going to be back up, going to go and put my quick, going to get my, scrape all the loose fat off the side of the mixer to help incorporate everything. And like we say, voila. Get it in there. My lovely KitchenAid mixer has done me well on many years. Now as this is creaming up now, I've already prepared my standard 2-pint steamed sponge pudding mould, which I've buttered and floured. So it's ready to go straight into the boiling pan when I'm ready to put it on the stove.
So that doesn't, make sure that your pudding doesn't stick.
Yeah.
Now he's just going to add the eggs.
I'm going to add the eggs in one at a time.
One. Why is it important to add the eggs one at a time?
Just so that it gives you a chance for the eggs to incorporate with the rest of it, and that obviously doesn't split.
We don't get scrambled eggs, yeah?
We don't scramble eggs now.
We don't want scrambled eggs for tea, do we?
Never
Pudding.
scramble eggs again.
There we go.
One more egg.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. My gracious assistant.
I am. I'm the assistant and the assistant.
Is it likely to be scrambled egg in the middle of the dough?
Sorry, David.
Is it likely to be scrambled egg in the middle of the dough.
No.
No, David.
No, David, it's not scrambled egg.
So we're not making scrambled eggs.
We're not making scrambled egg. But we can make scrambled egg another time. But it looks good, doesn't it? Looks like a batter.
Get in there.
Get in there. And remember, folks, this is something that you can do at home, and we're doing it during lockdown to make a tasty pudding for after our dinner. And it's fun, and we can see how simple and easy it is with just a few ingredients that we put in. So it's very tasty and light, and it's nice with cream.
Splash of vanilla.
If you haven't got vanilla, as we said, you can
use a vanilla pie.
use vanilla pie.
Would you split it or put it in whole?
What we talk about the vanilla.
Vanilla,
You can split it and scrape out the inside for a vanilla pod.
the seeds.
The seeds.
And get out all those lovely Madagascan vanilla seeds and give you that fantastic flavour and
And how many vanilla pods would you put in? Would you put one in?
probably one in for the size of the
Pudding.
pudding we're doing today.
And it's a little bit less noisy now, folks, because we're just doing the mixing of the flour. Oh, now we're going into
And there's your batter.
And we're going to be using raspberry jam today, but you can use strawberry or blackcurrant or lime or whatever jam you like. It really doesn't matter. We're quite a fan of raspberry, so you can use whatever jam you like, which is fine.
Right, Suze, I think we're almost there. Just going to give it 1 second off, and we'll take it off, and we'll put it in the bag.
Wow, we're nearly at the final stage, folks.
Final stage.
Final stage, folks. And Dave, the cameraman, is moving away.
Standing back, so he doesn't really get any batter in the eye.
Yeah. Otherwise, remember to see out his glasses, folks,
Yeah.
and that will be a disaster.
Nothing worse than a spatter with batter.
That's a bit batter.
That's funny. Right now, we're going to now put the mix into our
bowl.
with our proper
Good
raspberry-
spoonful of
raspberry
strawberry jam, or was it raspberry jam you said, Suze?
raspberry jam. Raspberry jam.
Is it raspberry jam, okay.
Sheffy hasn't got his glasses on at the minute, so he can't see.
I'm blind as a bat, ladies
If
and
you,
gentlemen.
if you didn't want to put jam in, can you put syrup or treacle?
You can put syrup in, David, yeah.
You can
Of
do
course you
it.
can, and we can make a syrup, just treacle sponge pudding.
You can also serve
Can
that.
I have my cream and custard with it?
We know how you like your cream and custard.
This is so easy to make. You can see how
And
simple
you can see
it
what
is.
it is, it's just 3 items.
Very quick.
It is very
Very
quick.
quick.
If people haven't got a KitchenAid like we have, what other mixer could they use? Or could they do it by hand, even though it would probably take quite a considerable amount of
You
time?
can do it by hand, but you probably have to soften up the butter first. Probably microwave it so it's just semi-soft, and then you'll be able to
Mix it up.
mix it
So
up.
the butter came straight from the fridge.
This came straight from the fridge. We literally planned this about less than 5 minutes ago. We thought dinner's coming up, and we'll also make a quick pudding, keep everybody happy.
And it's because it's very, very cold out there, folks, so we thought a
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
whip-sticking pudding does us
So-
all good.
Voila!
And now this is going to...
I'm going to put my
And this is cut in, this is done grease food paper, isn't it? It's cut into a circle, which is going to put over the top.
over the top.
And it's going to put it on its bed. It's some silver foil. It's
I've
like
got
a sheet of silver foil, isn't it?
I've got a trivet in the base of my saucepan. But basically, it's a piece of foil that lifts up the bottom of the pudding basin.
That's very neat. Do you make beds as well?
So make what? Make beds.
Sadly
Being
not. Sadly not. He's not very good at making beds, but he's very good at making puddings.
Puddings, but not beds.
No.
And if you wanted to have wine with your pudding, what wine would you recommend?
Wine, I would recommend. I would go if you're going to go with pudding and a sweet wine. You're going to have to go for a sweet wine. So you're going to have to go for a Sauternes or something from Bordeaux, or one of those particular style of sweet wines. And I'd probably suggest only taking a half bottle, because I believe a full bottle of a sweet wine is probably quite difficult to consume in one hitting. But a small schooner glass of sweet wine would go down very well with a nice steam sponge pudding.
Right, do you want to pair that over to our
Let me come over.
Hello, David. Welcome to my stove, my lovely mealy stove, working wonders here today.
And we love this mealy stove because it cooks quickly, it's efficient,
Yeah.
and it cooks in no time at all. And it's so easy to clean, and we love it. And obviously if you haven't got a mealy stove, you can use...
How long is it going to be on for?
Oh, that's the secret, David. It's going to take about an hour and 3/4 to steam cook. So you're going to have to top up the water every now and then occasionally to make sure that it doesn't boil dry. But if you come back and visit us in a while, we'll show you the final product.
Okay with you, Suze?
Okay with me, and it's good night from me for the minute.
And good night from me for now.
And
And I'll
it's
get
good,
up with the washing up.
and it's good night from me.